Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to gain from night to first light. And today we are finally playing the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, starting with Mega Man Star Force 1 Leo version. It is good to be back. I just decided to take a 7-day break just to reset myself and start off fresh, because I am really looking forward to playing these games. I have already played them once when they first launched. This is the one Mega Man series that I have 100%ed in their entirety, and I'm looking forward to doing it again, and hoping there is more Japanese content that is added to this Legacy Collection that was only released in Japan. But I'm not sure what I'm going to encounter. So this is going to be not only a refresher, but a fresh experience, playing this on something other than a DS. And as for our timers, we have 54 days until Yoshi and the Mysterious Book releases, and 11 days until Genshin Impact version Luna 6 maintenance. And I know that the live stream just happened, so I might be a bit off in my countdown timer. Mainly because I slept through that. I haven't slept through one of the Genshin live streams in a long time. But anyway, one thing that isn't on the timer yet is Ys Memoir, Revelations of Celceta. I don't have the exact date up there because there was a time when I was going to put it up there, but then I got told that the release date got pushed forward. So I figured I'll look into that later. But yeah, we got Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection now. So, without further ado, actually there is one more thing I wanted to go over. I wasn't going to make this a rant stream, but obviously things happen when I set up a stream after 7 days, and things just look off. So I was setting this up, nothing wrong with OBS started up, everything runs, you can still see the coin spinning. However, when I actually pressed start streaming, I always look at the playback in YouTube Studio just to make sure everything is going right, and for some reason the coin was just stuttering between 2 frames. It was this bizarre thing, and then it would buffer, then flip to another 2 frames, and then it would just keep repeating this in an infinite loop until I just gave up on this iteration and refreshed the page entirely. Then I had to wait for the stream to connect again. This was all within 5 minutes before I went live. So there's that, and also more updates to YouTube. So recently I got the notification. I can't even call it a notification, it was more like a edict from the YouTube app on my phone saying I need to update to continue using the app, as if these updates haven't caused me enough pain and suffering over the last few years. But the weird thing about the way YouTube mandates these kind of updates is that the app still works. The app still works in the background. You can just close it, open it again, and you can actually see it's still pulling data for the feed, for your home feed. However, then it forces you into that full screen notification that you need to update the app for the app to keep working. Yet behind that, the app is still working. So anyway, I did that. It fixed a number of things, thankfully. So I can actually comment on shorts now from my phone. So I might do more shorts of my various escapades in these games. And then I'll actually be able to reply to them. Speaking of replies in the comments section, it looks like the latest update has also given the comment section more of a thread-like feel. So you can, rather than clicking on a comment to see the replies and seeing this long list of chronologically ordered comments, which all in all is a sensible way to do things. Now they are implementing this algorithm that will fold the comments into a reply of a reply of a reply of a reply. Kind of like what you would expect from your average internet forum. And let me tell you, it is snowballing. Between the instances of the setting where you can make it so that you can't be mentioned but in a comment, and everything else they're trying to do, they also added this weird sync option when watching a video. When you're watching a video and you're trying to go through the comment section, this weird sync button will show up. Even if you press it, it doesn't do anything. But as soon as you start scrolling again, it appears again. And this happens whether you have the video paused or playing. So what I'm trying to say is, YouTube is trying to add a whole bunch of stuff right now, including little surveys, or modifying the survey system to see if the content being recommended to you is somewhat beneficial or amusing. They used to give you like a star system to rate certain videos that you've watched or were recommended. Now they're asking you, does this feel like AI? Would you classify this as AI slop? Do you classify this as clickbait? Let me tell you my thought press on it. You have had years of just pushing these senseless queries, senseless questionnaires, surveys, and all this other stuff down our throat, to the point where we have been conditioned to just either skip it, skip your surveys, ignore it, close it, not even engage with it. And suddenly you want to know, and suddenly when you have a metric that we might actually be interested in helping to quantify, to eliminate it from the platform, you want to quantify it after we have already come to a community consensus that your questionnaires are crap and shouldn't be taken seriously or engaged with, for that matter. That is my line of thinking, but what do you think? Anyway, a lot of things seem to be changing with the YouTube app in general, quite possibly the YouTube website, so this is a warning from me just to expect things to break over the next 2 to 3 months. Well, thank you for listening to this rant. Once again, it's good to be back. Without further ado, we're going to jump into Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. So I'm going to be playing this on the Switch too, just for convenience sake. I'm still playing games on the Switch 1. We're definitely going back to Bug Fables there. And as you can see, this game has come in on the physical game card at version 1.0.1, which is good. I wouldn't expect this to be at version 1.0.0 since it does have a lot of online gameplay features, and also kind of like a friend system called the Brother Band. So they likely finished the core game and version 1.0 and then added the 0.1 patch to merge in all of the wireless communication stuff. So this is actually good for a launch title. So we're gonna start. No, I do not want to update. And it looks like we do have a day 1 patch, but we're gonna ignore that for now. We really don't have anyone to play against yet. We're just going to see how we do. Alright. That's not a good sign. Just takes that long to see the Nintendo Switch logo right there. And the screen turned gray for a second. Wait, what? Typical health warning. May experience dizziness, seizures, or fainting. Some of the contents of this game and this collection are presented as initially released. Okay, that's new. Re-engine. Powered by Wise. You know, under normal circumstances, I would just look at those logos and move on with my life playing these games, but these days you really have to wonder exactly what some of these companies do, and that curiosity gets to the point where you're actually looking up information on them, especially given what some of these companies are actually doing. Alright, no save data. No save data exists. Create new save data. Oh, that's a nice sound. This game uses an autosave feature. When saving, an icon will appear in the upper right corner of the screen. Please do not quit the game while this icon is displayed. What do you mean what do you mean an autosave feature? One of the glories of this game is the RNG involved and actually being able to reset and save whenever you need to. Why autosave? Oh, that's lovely. We got a privacy policy. I don't remember any of this being in the Legacy Collection when I set it up. It was also a bit more flashy when it came to coming to the start screen.
Welcome to the world of Mega Man Star Force. Whether you're a newcomer or an EM Wave expert, it's time for an epic adventure through the stars.
Okay, that's why. That's why there is an autosave. Because you can go from games, or you can go straight into local play. Okay, so they actually moved the local play option out here rather than nested into the games themselves. So we got gallery for artwork, music, battle cards, bonus cards. A download card for Andromeda. Now, I actually used a bunch of the download cards. Maybe not a bunch, but I did use them for the Battle Network games, but I do not have any intention of immediately going to download cards for this game. I want to be able to enjoy it through and through. Ah, yes, right. DX cards are a thing. What are G cards? So it looks like we're actually seeing some new bonus content. Was that's gaze? Okay, slowly but surely remembering these characters. We have Luna, Sonia, Zack, Bud, Pat, Bob, Aaron, Solo, Hope, Suther, and Amy. Okay, the power-up cards. Power-up cards for the Zerker form, Berserker, Ninja, and Saurian. Mega Man Rogue, power 15 and power 20. The Tribe Attack cards for the Thunderbolt Blade, Demon Flurry, and G-Blazer. And the Tribe cards. The last one being Tribe King. Now, this is something I did use when I was playing the DS version of Mega Man Star Force 2. However, it wasn't in the form of a card. There used to be this hidden menu inside of the Mega Man submenu where you could actually press certain points on the DS touchscreen and unlock one of these forms to start in when starting a wave battle. You could either choose Berserker, Ninja, or Saurian. However, if you were savvy enough, you would actually realize that there's a pattern to these to the sequences of button presses you would have to do. Each of them has 6 button presses you have to place onto your touchscreen. But if you overlap them, you can actually see a pattern that will give you the sequence needed to unlock Tribe King immediately. It really was a fascinating concept. Alright, give me one moment. Alright, thank you for your patience. Now we got information on Star Force 3, where we go with noise cards. Leo Kingdom noise, Moean noise, I think that's how you pronounce it. Sirius noise. I'm really going to enjoy fighting Sirius again once we get to him. White cards. Okay, the white card thing seems familiar. I do remember a system that allowed you to choose a set of 4 cards at once, but I don't remember its exact mechanic. I do remember the break sword though. Good times. Purpose cards. Battle Master, Fire, Wood, Guard, Aqua, Electric, Break. Ultimate Finalize. Ultimate Sword Master, Ultimate Paralyze. Download cards. Acid Arrest. Crimson Meteor. Pegasus Magic GX. Leo Kingdom GX. Dragon Sky GX. Now these are cards I remember. Alright. Let's take a look at the settings. We got the screen layout. we have the layout as center, where you can see that the actual card screen in battles is right in the bottom left-hand corner. Then we got top bottom, which makes the main screen smaller, but you can actually see the cards better. Left and right makes that better, and we just have that small rectangle in the top right-hand corner. Then we have vertical. And I think this setting is better used for a tabletop mode. We just want to place it somewhere and actually use the Joy-Cons to play this game. But this does make me wonder, this game also came out on Xbox and the PS5. So I'm wondering if Xbox, for some strange reason, has this kind of setting too, vertical. Actually, it might not be strange at all, because there are some people that like to have a screen that is mounted vertically. So, all in all, that would be a good setting. So, could go from go to left to right. We got the size ratio. They really thought this through, adapting a DS game to a one-screen setup. We got the resize speed. Adjust the speed at the screen's resize. Position. Adjust the position of the two game screens. Okay. Alright, so we'll leave that at the default for now. Next we have assist controls. Set controls to turn assist features on and off. Don't really need assist. Speed boost, make things a bit faster running. Enemy encounter rate to no encounters, low, standard, high, maximum. Now, this is actually a good choice in terms of challenge, because there is no level system. There's no public level system, as far as I know, to Star Force. You get stronger by collecting battle cards, and to get battle cards, you either buy them from the shop or fight EM viruses. But either way, to buy them from the shop, you need Zenny. And to get Zenny, you need to fight viruses. You can see where I'm going with this. So, should someone actually choose no encounters, that could be a form of challenge run, where you mainly just fight story enemies, but you don't get as much rewards. So you are basically restricted to whatever battle cards you start with, whatever you find in mystery data, and what few cards you can purchase with Zenny. Now, to make it even harder, if you were to choose low encounter rate, that would also be a increasingly challenging but still feasible challenge for completing your card library. So I can see a bunch of challenge runs being generated from this one setting. And then there are the people who just want to survive. They want to survive fight after fight after fight after fight, literally every 5 steps. There are people who are fueled by that kind of combat, but we're going to keep that at standard. Next we have difficulty. Now, the Mega Man the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection had the Buster Max option, which would multiply your Buster shots by 100. That isn't going to fly in Star Force because you already have a rapid fire Buster. So if you just multiply that by 100 and just kept shooting, that would be no fun. You would literally kill everything in seconds, even faster than Mega Man.exe. So what we seem to have here is a form of Buster Max with more minute controls. So right now it's at the standard 100%. Then we go up to 200, so I guess it's not that minute. 300, 400. We can only go up to 5 times the power, which is understandable. But in my opinion, 500, even 500% is too much. Next, we also have damage reduction. Oh, that is messed up. Set the reduction multiplier for incurred damage, so it goes up and down by 20% increments. You can either just reduce damage by 20%, 40%, 60, 80, or you could just make yourself invincible for those extra hard opponents. Because there are enemies, I will admit that when I first was playing through this game, when I was trying to collect everything, there were certain enemies that were truly infuriating to fight. To the point where I would spend hours trying, failing, studying what went wrong, making small tweaks to the folder, and trying again. That kind of rinse and repeat trial and error, that is the kind of gameplay that fuels me. So there is no fun in succeeding without risk. So the damage reduction is fun for people who just want to play through the story, but we're likely not going to rely on that. Next, reward Zenny. So as I mentioned with the encounter rate, one thing you could do is do a challenge run, which could even limit the amount of Zenny you can collect if you choose to have encounters on a low setting, but you can also increase the amount of reward Zenny you get from those fights by up to 500%. Next, HP recovery. Enable full HP recovery after a battle. Self-explanatory. Understandable why it's there. But I'm going to leave that off because I have no problem using sub-cards or sub-chips in the Battle Network series. This feature is good to have, but no need for me to have it right now. And then there is a guaranteed escape from regular battles. There are times when I wanted to escape, but I couldn't. I tried again, I tried to survive, I try again, I try to survive. It's a vicious cycle, and by the time you are finally able to escape, you might as well just kill what you're fighting. I haven't played these games in years, and all the memories are just flooding back to me. It's lovely. I'm sure there's still stuff I am forgetting, important stuff, but I'm also sure it'll come back to me when it's actually happening, just before something comes up and deletes me. It's always like that. Alright, so, okay. This is glorious. One of the things that I had such grievance with is the fact that I had to hunt down defeated bosses after so just to find them. And then when I give up, I just said, you know what, forget it. I got other things on my plate, I'll do that later. Then you fight a few viruses looking for them. You're at the edge of your road. You just decide to save. Or maybe you see a piece of mystery data. You walk towards it. thinking, oh, I'll save just after this. Nope. You know why? Because that corridor has a spawn point for a V2 boss. And sometimes it's the same V2 boss that you were hunting, searching for. And you are by no means prepared for it. And that is one of the battles you cannot run from. So it's either fight or die. So yeah. This is going on. This is the first of these settings that we're changing. EX-V2 Boss Locator. And the reason why it's EX-V2, because there is some changing of the version notation of bosses between Star Force 1, Star Force 2, and Star Force 3. Next, we got controls, which we can't really change unless we're actually playing one of the games. We got move up, move down, move left, move right. Confirm, which is A. B, which is cancel. That is lovely. Next, we got the open menu. Now, this stuff can't change, but open menu can change. Visualizer on and off. Now, this stuff, I have no reason to change. You know why? Because this is actually a game that came out on the DS, which already had A, B, X, and Y in the exact same positions as controllers going all the way back to the Wii U. So we have the same controllers, the same button scheme for the Wii U, the Switch, and the Switch 2. Even more than that, I think it goes all the way back to the SNES. But either way, at the very least, I will not have to relearn the control scheme. I know that holding B is for Buster, A is for using battle cards that you have selected. The only thing I would actually have to maybe relearn is if I decided to play this game on PlayStation 5 later, which is on my list. Same with playing the Battle Network Legacy Collection. But for that, I assume that triangle will be the menu. Square will be the visualizer. The circle button will be cancel, X confirm, because PlayStation. But also X, where B is on the Switch controllers, that will likely be to activate battle cards, while the circle button, holding it, will be for the Buster. Then we got Talk with Mega, Classic L. EM Wave Change, Classic R. We got a skip button. Oh wait, no. That's nothing special. Star Force and Battle Network have always had skip buttons. It's just always been start. But start is dead. May it rest in peace. And then we got assist control, ZR. Screen scroll, right stick. We're gonna have to figure out what that's about. Now, the actual pause menu, which brings us to this settings screen outside of the game, somewhat, for when we want to change these settings again. Then we got toggle screens. That's what it is. Toggling screens to see which one's bigger, which one's smaller. And also swap screens. Interesting, okay. Next we got the wallpaper. That's the one we started with. We got these little guys. I don't remember what they're called, but they're basically the Star Force equivalents of Mr. Prague from Battle Network. Got Sonya, Luna. And then we have the main... yeah, we have the main wallpaper with everyone on it. Got another one here. They even have a beach wallpaper. Then we also got pure black, pure gray. Wait, pure blue. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Now I know why I saw that that light gray screen and then it went to black. It was actually using this gray screen until other preferences loaded. Change the wallpaper behind the game screen, yeah. So it starts out as gray, and then once it detects that there was no save data, it just immediately went to black and notified you of that so it could create save data. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Next, we got general settings. Not many text settings, but it's okay. We're just gonna be playing in English. Got a few voice lines. Next, we got graphics, high resolution filter, original, custom. Game visuals, high resolution filter, character icons, high resolution filter, battle cards, updated. Alright, we'll just use high resolution just to see what that's like. Since I'm pretty sure this stream is in 1080p. Next, our favorite evaluation, the audio. We got the master volume slider, BGM, sound effects, and voice. That's good. So that is a good overall split. Hello, welcome to the stream. You have just made it to the best part of playing a new game, or a legacy collection in this case. Reviewing the settings. So right now we got BGM selection, set what tracks will play in game. We have the original, and we also have arranged. That's interesting. Something to look forward to later. Next we have new voices. Enable new voice additions. Use original voices only. Alright. Let's see how much new voice additions they added. Especially considering this is the Switch version of the game. You know, it would be funny if that Day 1 patch actually held all of the voice chats. I mean, yeah, the voice lines.
Oh, I'm getting a transmission from Zach.
Listen to this, Geo. I've researched all about Link Power and entered it into the Zacpedia. The more people you bond with, the more your Link Power increases. But that's not all. The higher your Link Power, the more abilities you can equip, which means you'll be even more powerful.
Oh, I see. Thanks so much, Zach. I'll be sure to form brother bands with as many people as I can.
That's it. You know, that chat actually gave me a good piece of insight, and it actually explains why local play is on the outside rather than in the games themselves. The brother band system. The one complaint I ever had about it was the fact that I would have to start all over again each time I started one of the new games. I put a lot of thought, I put a lot of time into my brother bands in Star Force 1. Then when Star Force 2 came along, it just didn't transfer anything over for obvious reasons. Data transfer wasn't really a thing back then. And they actually made it so the deletion of your brother bands is actually canonical. What I'm trying to get at is, there, from my understanding of what Zach just said, there might be a way for you to actually carry over the brother bands you make across the multiple games that you play. Which also might explain why there is autosave in this game. Specifically because your brother bands are stored in a different way from save data, which is quite possibly another reason why it took so long for Star Force to actually get its Legacy Collection. Again, right now we haven't played one of them yet, so this is just a lot of speculation. But it gives you a lot to think about. Alright. So, we have 7 games. We have Mega Man Star Force, Pegasus, Leo, and Dragon. Freeze enemies to their core with the majestic power of the Ice Pegasus. Burn enemies to cinders with the mighty power of Fire Leo. Whip enemies into a whirlwind with the wise power of Green Dragon. Yeah, I still don't know why they just went... I still don't know why they went element, color to this day. Next, we have Star Force 2 with Zerker X Ninja and Zerker X Saurian. Vanquish enemies with the ancient power of Thunder Zerker and Wood Ninja. Pulverize enemies with the ancient power of Thunder Zerker and Fire Saurian. And then we have Mega Man Star Force 3. And for some reason, the Star Force 3 logo doesn't have the Mega Man logo in the background like the other two. Not sure why. We have Black Ace and Red Joker. Cast enemies into the cosmic abyss with the light speed power of Black Ace. Blast enemies to stardust with the blazing power of Red Joker. So, the games that I played were Leo, Saurian, and Red Joker. So, let's see how I fare in those again. And I'm noticing that there are stars on these cards, so I'm guessing you get a star each time you finish the game. So let's get started. Now thanks for listening to me yap for about 45 minutes. But now let's get started with the good stuff. I really miss this song. And maybe after we actually make it through these games, I'll also go back to the actual DS copies of the game. It is the year 22OX. Extraterrestrial life has been discovered. The new Space Exploration Agency, NASA, in an effort to enter into a friendly relationship or brother band with the aliens, launched a space station named Peace. Man's dream to find other intelligent life among the stars had finally been realized. However, the space station, the hope of man, met with a mysterious accident, and it disappeared to whereabouts unknown. Of course, many people worked hard to find it, but the space station could not be found. Alright, those of you who have been here for a while know I am obligated to say this at this point. Peace was never an option, and they just made sure of that. And then, a few months after the incident, a section of Peace was found in the sea. All hope was lost after that. NASA took it hard and stopped the search, and put the project on hold permanently. 3 years to the day have passed since. Can't believe it's already been 3 years. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing how well they cleaned up the pixels and also the avatar portraits. More importantly, I can actually tell that's Kelvin in that photo. All right. There's one other thing I wanted to say before I just stop talking for a while. What is it with the Mega Man series and 5th grade? Like, that's some kind of death knell for the protagonist. Lan was in 5th grade and he had to deal with 3 different organizations before he made it to 6th grade. And then he had to deal with another organization, which just happened to be a refurb of an organization he already wiped out twice. It really makes you wonder. The Card Force system. Wait, there's still Navis? Teacher Man. Another miracle, he found this when he quit NASA, and we just keep using it throughout all 3 games. It is a miracle that the feds haven't broken down our door yet. And now the outfit is complete. Check your battle cards. Okay, so there is a level system. Check mail by pressing the X button to open the menu screen, and then picking email. I never thought I would miss that monotonous save sound. Alright. Oh yeah. Okay, so we got cannons, some plasma guns, air spread, heat ball, sword, wide sword, long sword. Now, I was actually, when I first played this game, I was excited because once I saw this long sword, I immediately thought Program Advance. And then I found out there are no Program Advances in Star Force or Star Force 2. Which is why they could give us this. They were trolling me. Yeah. So we got Recovery, Barrier, Paralyze Plus. If the previous card is an attack card, it adds Paralyze. Alright. We got Attack 10 and Attack 10. Nothing else. Okay. So, the game is pretty good on switching between screens. This week, we studied about Trancers. Trancers are mobile terminals everyone wears on their arms. They have a variety of functions, such as email and phone. They also store your personal page and other info. By pressing the left stick, you can switch between the different screens of your Trancer to display such things as your personal card, brother card, and Navi cards. If your Trancer is displaying a Navi card, it means that Navi is currently in your Trancer. If you swipe a Navi card through your Trancer, you will activate an incredible power. Navis are your indispensable friends, so talk to them once in a while with the L button. Lastly, all Trancers are registered to one of 3 satellites up in outer space: Pegasus, Leo, or Dragon. Thanks to these satellites, Trancers on the same satellite can communicate with each other. Also, the very symbol of our modern age, the Brother Band, is made possible thanks to them. Oh, that's why they didn't add the... That's why they add the speed up option. Because you can't hold B to run anymore, or run faster. Alright. Looks like a doghouse, but it's really a home security system. Where have I heard that before? You really shouldn't be using a brother band lesson to scheme. I swear this is a virus. I don't need to be explained, brother bands, but for the sake of everyone else, Brother Band is a system that connects friends together through EM waves. Once you become brothers, you can send mail and trade data no matter where you are. You can also see each other's personal page. What's a personal page? Why, your profile and battle cards are shown there. If you're going to have any brothers, you're going to need a personal page. This is a personal page. You can see this by selecting your brothers or your own icon from the brother screen. So a personal page is just that. It's where info about a person is displayed. You can see a brother's info and vice versa. Now I'll explain things one at a time. In the upper left corner, a person's name, face icon, and level are shown. All of this has already been set, so let's go on. Yes, it's just set based on whatever profile you actually started this game up on. The lower part shows your battle data. You can't see it because I'm in your way? Alright, I'll leave for a second. Press A when you're done, okay? Yeah, so these are the favorites that are set by default. Link ability, HP 20 and attack +1. A B combo, no data. Did you take a good look? Well, even if you did it, I'm back, so moving on. Favorite is where the 6 cards you set as your favorites are displayed. So obviously they changed the font with visual clarity. So the text actually looks very weird and blank in certain spots. This because there was finite textual space when writing dialogue in for this game for the DS version. Favorite battle cards can be used by brothers, so you should set only your strongest cards. Let's see, best combo. I don't actually know much about that, but we don't need it right now anyway. Link abilities are powers you and your brother give to each other as a boost. So, are you okay up to this point? Lastly, let's look at the upper right. Do you see mess and secret buttons? Mess stands for message, and it's where you leave a note for your brothers. You can write about what you did recently, brag, or whatever you like. You can edit it anytime, so for now, just hurry up and write a self-intro. Lovely, lovely. So, what should I write? I only get 42 characters. What should I write? Alright. I'm not going on break, I am just closing out. One thing I do not like is that autocomplete on the Switch, because you never know what it's actually storing, what it's actually going to show as you're typing. So that is one thing I do not show on stream. And that just occurred to me. The only saving grace is that I have not used the keyboard on the Switch 2 so profusely that anything is actually in there. So I'm just gonna change this off stream, and then we'll get back into it. Alright, changed it to Star Force for life. SCCR is where you write your secret message. Secrets you can't tell a stranger. You can tell to your brothers. When you become brothers with someone, they can see your secret, so be honest. You can change your secret at any time, so for now I'll just write something. Okay, so since this is supposed to be a secret, I'm definitely not showing this, so... I also won't be telling you. Anyone who gets to see this is an actual brother. Let's see. Alright, we're good to go. Thank you for your patience. Congrats on creating your personal page. If you have a brother, you'll always be connected no matter where or when. It's neat. So hurry up, make some brothers. Oh, one more thing. If you have real friends, rude, and you want to form a brother band with them, you can only become real brothers with 3 people at first. But if one day you achieve something great, the number of brothers you can have will grow. And that concludes your brother band homework. Now all you have to do is fight other people in matches, meet lots of people, form brother bands, and come to school. Oh, one last thing. Come to school. Got it? I'll see you at school then. Now again, that brother band program was essentially a virus. It installed without consent. Fine for the purpose of the story, but not so much in the grand scheme of things, when you really think about it. Okay, it's just a review. Wow, this is a long email. Cipher list. Lunaplatz. Huh? Cipher mail has already been sent to the satellite. Let's close the transfer and wait. You, Geostellar, who have broken the code, I bestow this... Oh, right, the ciphers! The equivalent of the number trader codes. And we just got an unlocker. So we can just look at the cipher list now. And at least it was something insignificant like an unlocker. Important. Yeah, you're gonna want to move to the left. Actually, no, to the right. Right. You're right. Ah. So this is Earth. Oh, now those things are supercharged. Name's Omegasys, but humans get it all wrong, so just call me Mega. From Planet FM, so I'm what you humans call an alien, I guess. But to me, you guys are the real aliens. Normally, you humans can't see my EM body, which is made of electromagnetic waves. Somehow, I guess with those glasses, you can see the wave world. That road you see in the sky is a part of the wave world. A wave road. You got all that, Geostellar? Why does an alien know my name? I heard it from a human I met in space. Human, could it be? Was it my dad? Where is he right now? They're here already. They're here, who's here? The creeps who are after me, that's who, kid. The danger music of the age 22OX. Fleeing was never an option. The train's not supposed to be able to move. EM viruses from Planet FM. They're gonna destroy the town with that. There's only one way to stop that train. Break the gears. Go into it and delete those EM viruses. Now listen up, kid. You want to stop that train? You do what I say. Got it? You humans have those card force things, right? Yeah. Take out one of your blank cards. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm powering up the card with my energy. Look, we don't have much time. Next, we gotta find a wave hole. It's where a chunk of space has been warped into a whirlpool shape. I bet you can see them with those glasses. Space that's been warped into a whirlpool. See? That crack in the floor was important. You don't need to wear your visualizer for this next part, but swipe the card I made when you're at the wave hole. You do know how to swipe a card, right? Of course, I just press the R button. Yeah. And then you gotta yell, EM wave change. Geostellar on the air. Okay. Oh. And I guess I should tell you, kid. Push the Y button to put on your visualizer. That way you can see the wave world. Now, put those glasses to good use. Let's move. A train is blocking the road. No kidding.
EM wave change. Geostellar. On the air.
Okay, so those are the new voice lines. It's a little complicated, but for some reason I'm not as powerful on this planet as I usually am on Planet FM. So I need to fuse with someone from here. Or a fuse like this, and you take on a waveform, it's called pulsing. And you pulse out to go back to the real world. When you want to pulse out, press the R button. But don't you try pulsing out right now. Wait. So you're saying when we pulse in and fuse, you can use your power. So that means we are going to kick some EM virus butt. So take this wave roads of the train, enter its comp space, and fight those EM viruses. You ready, kid? Am I ready? I'm not fighting, am I? I can't fight. I don't know how to fight. Oh, stop whining. It's the only way to stop that locomotive. I'll teach you how to fight. Just get inside the train's comp space first. That's impossible. How are we supposed to get inside the train's comp space or whatever it is? Get as close as you can to the locomotive and press the A button. You'll fly in automatically. Because we're a bunch of EM waves. And if you get stuck, press the L button and I'll give you a hand, okay? Now let's cut the chatter and go. So yeah. It really is it really is autosave through and through. Okay, they actually allow you to return to the game's title screen fairly quickly now, so they did update that. But please tell me I can turn that off. Come on. Screen layout. No. Enable Mega Man Battle Network content. That's interesting, but not what I'm looking for. There's no way to turn it off. There's no way to turn off autosave. You know what? I feel like it's gonna bite me in the butt later, but we'll just roll with it for now. I just really dislike autosave. A delivery navvy. Oh, we get icons now? Get near it, and when you see the target site, press the A button. So now they actually had to add this crosshair just to indicate you can pulse in here. I mean, it wasn't that hard to figure out where I could pulse in. It was just... rather than trial and error, it was literally looking for context clues. And context clues there were. And now it gives you little arrow animations showing you where you can pulse in. I'm saying we're going to pulse in using the A button. Our body's a bunch of waves. If there's a comp space that is repetitive to EM waves, then we can go in it. You see that wave hole above the train? Yeah. If it's flashing, that means the comp space will accept outside EM waves. Oh. Looks like this train is accepting EM waves. Time to hop aboard. Hop. Oh wow. That is bright. Always remember this, kid. This is how we fight FMians. This is how we FMians jump into comp spaces. Okay, almost there. Where are we? This is the locomotive's comp space. In other words, we're inside the train's comp. Those EM viruses have got to be around here. So let's find them and give it to them good. EM viruses. No need to search. This is the first fight. It's always a straight line. The Matena. You want me to beat them? I think they're going to do the beating here. I told you I'm going to teach you how to fight. And you have to or you aren't going home. If I fight those viruses, you'll tell me about my dad, right? I'll think about it. Just do exactly what I tell you and fight. Let's go. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. Alright, the card screen is a bit bigger than I expected it to be in this setup. In the wave world, we have wave battles. Now kid, keep your mouth shut and learn. This is the custom screen. Here, 6 of your 30 battle cards are shown. You can choose which of these you want to use. So I can choose all 6, right? This isn't an all-you-can-pick buffet. There are rules to follow, you know? First, cards in the same column can be picked in the same turn. Next, cards that are the same can be picked no matter where they are positioned. Think about what cards will work and pick wisely. Pick wisely? I don't know which to use. I may have them, but I've never really used one. Relax. You can read about a battle card by pressing the R button. And if you run across a really nasty enemy, you can press the L button to try to run away. But whether you make it or not depends on luck. I knew there was gonna be a catch. Okay, let's put up or shut up. Choose your cards, kid. Good. Now press the button. Press the OK button. Okay, at least quick navigation to OK is still mapped to plus. Formerly known as start. Again, may it rest in peace. Finally, time to crush them with your cards. The cards you chose are on the bottom right. This is the next card's name and attack power. To use a battle card, press the A button. And to fire the Mega Buster continuously, hold down the B button. Okay, I get how to fight, but what about my health? It's here in the upper left. These numbers are your hit points, HP, and represent your health. If this drops to 0, we're kaput. Got it, kid? You can use the left stick to move left and right. We're gonna also see if the D-pad works. To avoid enemy fire. Now let's get to fighting, partner. Wait a sec, what if I use up all my cards before I beat all the enemies? Well, you're a troublesome one. Look here. This is the custom gauge. It fills up automatically over time. If you hit the L or R buttons when it's full, you'll enter the custom screen again. Okay, you should be all set now. So let's go. Okay.
No time for slacking, kid.
Oh, wow.
Here I go! How's this?
Yes!
Did you really think you could beat us?
I still got counter timing! Don't let your guard down yet. Here comes more. This bunch. Now I'll tell you about white battle cards first. White cards. Take a gander at the custom screen. White battle cards are useful little guys. No matter where they are, they can be paired up with another card, even different ones. Really? Sounds like it's easy to combine them. Yeah, for example, take this wide area attack, air spread. Choose an attack 10 card. Air spread hits 3 times in one attack, so these 2 cards are a great match. Plus, you can pick the sword card right below it. I guess I'll give these combo rules a try. Good, then what are we waiting for? This is it, kid, our special combo attack. I'm gonna tell you about Mega Attack. Mega Attack? Listen. Sword only attacks one square ahead of you, which means it won't hit the baddies. Then what am I supposed to do? That's where the Mega Attack comes in handy. Use Air Spread to deal with the two pests in the front first. Then, before you use the sword card, press the D-pad down, or the left stick down. Do that, and I'll lock onto the enemy. When I'm locked on, a sight will appear on enemies in the front or diagonal from us. When you see that sight, use the sword card. We'll dash right up to him and cut him in two. Okay, so before I use the sword card, I press D-pad down. And when the sight appears, I use sword.
You better prepare yourself. You're done. We showed them who's number one.
Alright, beautiful. We got one more. The next wave is it, kid. Don't get lax here. One last thing. Countering and bonus cards. Oh, I've been countering this whole time. How about one at a time, please? First, what's countering? Countering is one of your card when one of your card attacks hits an enemy at the exact moment it's launching an attack at you. Your attack will stun them for a little while. Sounds a little hard, but I get countering now. But you don't only stun the enemy when you counter. You also get one bonus card. Bonus card? You know how normally you can only use the cards you chose on the custom screen? Well, if you counter, you can get a bonus card. Bonus cards are random, but this way, you don't have to wait for the custom gauge to fill up before trashing the enemy. I see. I think I get it now. It's hard to get the timing right on a counter, so don't push your luck trying to get one. But, just this one time, try to get a bonus card, and delete these viruses in one turn. Oh, gladly.
You won't be getting out of this in one piece.
Take this!
Goodbye. You're no match.
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
We won. You did better than I expected, kid. You caught my interest. Think I'll hang around for a little bit longer. How you like that? A little longer, no thanks. You know, I like that in the first two games, Mega Man just looks like a nut talking to his own hand. I'm really sorry, but there's no way I'm getting roped into something like that again. Oh, and I guess you don't want to hear about your old man. But that's got nothing to do with this. Well, if you don't want me hanging around, I can take a hint. See you, kid. Wait. Okay, you can stay in my transfer for a bit. Just please tell me about my dad. Glad we agree, partner. I swear this is extortion. After that, we move the train back to its original spot and return home. This alien Mega. Will he really tell me about my dad? You know, for an EM being that has virtually no weight, somehow he has a lot of pull over the Trancer. You know, I completely forgot about the shape of Navi. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Too much. Oh. This is interesting. So now I can do recon before running all over the place. This makes things much easier.
EM wave change, Geostellar, on the air.
Okay, so we found our first bug. So it plays the voice line, but if Mega is blocking us, then we don't transform. All my mom does is use the Teacher Man card. Math Teacher Man's lessons are really hard. You're right, that really is not right.
EM wave change, Geostellar, on the air.
Oh wow, sorry. I can actually hold the B button to skip through dialogue now. Before I just had to keep mashing it. so many recovery items and a dubious apple. Ghosts and invisible. Wait, Joe Haunt.
Pulls in.
Not even 2 seconds in this place and he's already on to us. Let's fight.
Let's make this quick.
You're done for. Goodbye. Goodbye. Wasn't even a contest.
Alright, Grand Wave. I did not expect to get into another battle that soon.
Let's finish him off quick. Goodbye. You're done for.
Got you. I hope I can get even stronger.
Alright, HP memory 10 already. And the result screens are a lot faster.
I'm ready to fight.
You're done for. You're done for. You're done for. Wasn't even a contest.
Pulls in.
I was actually trying to get the mystery data, but okay.
I won't lose. How's this?
Goodbye.
All right.
I hope I can get even stronger.
Nice. All right. So we're just in here looking for mystery data. There's got to be at least one piece. Oh, right. There are giant viruses too. Longsword.
Let's finish him off quick. You're done for.
All right, that was great.
Longsword makes these configurations so much easier to handle. I think you gotta reboot the computer.
Let's finish him off quick. Goodbye.
Ah! Okay, I got one of them. That's good.
You're done for. Wasn't even a contest.
Yeah, so it saves after each cutscene. So now I can't just keep restarting it after each cutscene. Or restarting it after each battle trying to get better results. This is gonna be a pain.
All right.
You're done.
We aced that.
Not a single piece of data. Alright, both paths are viable. Tailburner. Which belongs to those lizard viruses we've been fighting.
Time to let loose.
Have some of this. We aced that.
Show them what you've got, Geo.
Go. I'm feeling good.
All right.
Show them what you've got, Geo.
Have some of this. I'm feeling good.
That was only a double delete? That was triple.
Here they come. Goodbye. We deleted them into next week.
Alright.
EM wave change. Geoscope.
Sometimes it's
On
just
the air.
faster to pulse out and pulse back in. No. It saves every time? Saves every time you go to it through a loading screen? What the? Chase wind.
Pulls in. Let's make this quick. Take this.
You're done for. Goodbye. Come back when you can put up a fight.
What? Yeah, I'm just gonna let you do what you do. Here is the mystery data. All that for 200 zenny.
Show him what you've got, Geo. You're done for. You're done for. We deleted him into next week.
Okay, so at the very least, it doesn't save after every battle. I can work with that. But it does save if you leave the area and go into another one. And that is a legitimate strategy for certain resets.
I'm ready to fight!
You're done for. Come on, I was just getting started.
Alright, direct diagonal homing still works good. Grass stage. Now, because we chose Leo, we are going to be using grass stage a lot late game. I still have memories of this one combo that I did that used a combination of grass stage, a bubble card, an ice card, and then a break sword.
I'm ready to fight!
But I still feel like I'm forgetting pieces.
Goodbye.
I hope I can get even stronger.
Fire Ring, which is essentially one of those wheelie enemies you see from Kirby, just on fire.
No time for slacking, kid. You're done for. Goodbye. Goodbye.
We aced that!
Power Bomb. Can't pulse in there just yet.
Let's make this quick! We aced that!
Show him what you've got, Geo. You're done for. You're done for. Come back when you can put up a fight.
We're just getting more and more of that same card. Alright, we got a good amount. Alright. Moment of truth here. Why did it send me backwards? Could I be doing senile? Okay. Since we got enough for it, let's go with Jet Attack. Because eventually I will use that. And after we earn another 200 Zenny, we can come back for this HP memory. Okay, so we don't autosave dealing with merchants. Good.
I'm counting on you, Mega.
Goodbye. Goodbye. We deleted them into next week.
Just countering my way to victory.
Aha! Bring it on!
How's this? Have some of this. I hope I can get even stronger.
You better prepare yourself.
Alright, at least I'm confident that I've shaken any of the rust off, if there was any, in terms of this battle system. Starting to remember why I enjoy this game too. Even though the battles are occurring far more often than Battle Network, it's not like an extra battle is instant death.
Mega, let's go all out. Got you. I hope I can get even stronger.
Sorry, give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Something required my immediate attention.
Prepare yourself.
Take this!
You're done.
Never let your guard down. I won't lose! Have some of this!
We blasted them into stardust. Oh-ho! Bring it! You're done. You're done. You're no match for us.
Radar missile. I don't think I ever used radar missile in any of my playthroughs.
Time to let loose. You're done for. Goodbye. Goodbye. We deleted them into next week.
Why are they walking on top of the school? Oh, whatever.
Pulse in!
Alright, let's see if they have any data here. Nope. Nope. Ah, the good old rock cube. Good times.
No time for slacking, kid.
Have some of this!
Goodbye.
Okay, all according to plan.
There it is. What other transfers are there to look at? Looked at this one, looked at this one. Over at that old man's. This one. Oh. I didn't get this guy.
EM wave change, Geostellar, on the air.
Alright, now we're good. I guess we're checking comp spaces now. Which, really, I already did, but eh.
Pulls in! I'm ready to fight!
You're done for. Goodbye! Goodbye! Wasn't even a contest.
Again! He's not even on screen! How is he taking priority over the Navi right in front of me?
Pulls in! Here we go! Go!
You're done for. Wasn't even a contest.
Alright, here we go. Are you a car thief too? Sorry, this here's mine. Go get your own to face my wrath. Ooh, new music. It's not gonna save him though. No barrier.
All right, let's clear him out. You're done for. You're done for. You're done for. Goodbye. We
All right.
deleted him into next week.
That was a person? He was infected with a low-level virus and turned into a jammer. I attacked him full force. He'll be fine. His injuries weren't life-threatening or anything. Well, standing around here is pointless, so for now, let's go back to your place. I said it at the very beginning of the stream, peace was never an option. That's how it all started. The villain arc. Now this is a slap in the face right here. What is the point of asking if I want to save my progress so far if it's just gonna save every time I enter a room? That's not helping me. You sense something bad's about to happen? Well, you are wearing a red shirt and red shoes. Wait. Things have been getting broken one after another. I'm sorry, this is still 5th grade, right? Who is driving? Oh, a driving card. Oh, nuts. Yeah, you're gonna want to move to the left. No, no, no. Just run for your life. Okay. Run faster. Can it and run faster. Ladies and gentlemen, a protagonist that refuses to be isekai'd. Now what? Oh, I know what to do. We're going to go back to that car that Jammer tried to liberate. And liberate it ourselves. Just move it a few feet forward.
I'm ready to fight!
You're no match for us.
Let's do this!
Goodbye. You're done for. Goodbye. Come back when you can put up a fight.
Pulse in!
Sling moved just now. The viruses are bolting.
You ready, Mega? Here I go! Go!
We blasted them into stardust.
Initializing Axel program. Yeah, no need for internal authentication. There's no way anyone could possibly jump into the comp space through EM waves and directly control it. Hey, it worked. Now let's just hope these cars still have airbags. If the safety devices went off, then maybe.
Pulse in.
Alright, what are we dealing with? Security and operation, please present your blue key. And I'm going to assume that this is a red key. Yep. Alright, let's do this. There's a panel that can stop the driving control system in the back, but you can't get there without riding those bull programs. They're usually pretty calm, but they're going wild because of the system glitch. If you ride on one now, you might get thrown off. This may be old news to you, but if you lose your balance 3 times, you'll fall off the bull, so make sure you press the right buttons to stay on top. You ever wonder why these levels are actually modeled after the boss that inhabits them? Even though they've only inhabited them for a short time, this system has existed for longer than its interaction with the boss. And yet somehow, even if this was just some grand instantaneous mutation of this cyberspace, this little guy right here just happens to have all the information about these things, these mutations, and is talking about it as if it's always been like this. It's always just been a weird thing for me. Press the buttons as they appear. Okay. So not button mashing. No button mashing. Noted.
All right, let's clear them out. You're done for. Goodbye.
Right, I can't do that.
Okay. I
Alright.
hope I can get even stronger.
See? Wheelie. Grass stage. 700 Zenny. Something came out of the hatch in the control panel. Alright, we got the red key. Three,
Show
two,
'em what
one.
you've got, Geo.
Ah, still got hit.
Got you.
You're done for.
Here we go.
All right. That was great.
Not one of my better moments, but eh. Alright, we got the blue key.
Ready, Mega? Have some go! I'm feeling good.
It's over? I did not expect them to overlap like that. Gatling. It all worked out too well.
Time to let loose.
Okay,
Goodbye.
that's what you get for underestimating me.
Now, part of what makes the counter system so OP that it takes from the entire pool of battle cards in your folder. Even if you have, let's see, I just used 2 long swords, countered, and got another long sword. However, oh wait, I do have 3. I think there has been a time where I just kept getting cards long after I had already expended most of them. So I think the counter system actually recycles cards, but I'm not sure if that's still the case, or maybe I was just in the heat of the moment. Yeah, just ignore that until I can actually confirm it again. The memories are fuzzy and slowly coming back.
I'm ready to fight.
Goodbye.
Have some of this.
We showed them who's number 1.
Alright, now we need the yellow key. And we're just giving it. License plates. What the? please present your 4 Tetra keys. I think that is an Easter egg to the 4 Tetra codes of Battle Network 3. Nowhere but forward.
You better prepare yourself. Goodbye. We showed them who's number 1.
Alright, I was fast enough. Tetra key A, done.
Oh-ha! Bring it on!
All you got.
How's this?
You're done for.
All according to plan.
Alright, I got an achievement. Alright. Tetra key B.
Here we go. Okay.
Ah!
You're done for.
Okay. We aced that.
Better. This is not a good minigame to blink on.
Bring it on!
Oh, yeah. Here I go.
Come back. You can put up a fight.
Alright. Haven't fallen off yet. This is good.
Mega, let's go all out.
You're done for.
Come on. Not yet.
We deleted them into next week.
Alright, got the Tetra keys.
You ready, Mega? Here I go!
You're done for. Goodbye!
Alright! That was great!
No time for slacking, kid. Come on, I was just getting started.
Here we go. First boss fight. Once again, peace was never an option.
You ready, Mega?
Goodbye!
Have some of this!
Goodbye! Goodbye! You're done for. Goodbye!
How's this?
Done.
Never let your guard down.
Blast off. But will Andromeda K for sure? Not sure if that was a typo or what. Oh, they were talking about the Andromeda Key, right? Well, that just happened. Alright. So this is going to be a whole nother episode, but we'll save that for tomorrow. Thank you so much to everyone who came to watch this stream and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the next Mega Man Star Force stream, because there will be more, so much more. And I will see you next time.